Hi, this is Horderbino from DevilsDigest.com, and we're over here at the Weather Up Center at Arizona State Basketball's Media Day with senior guard Bo Barnes. And Bo, last year we were a senior too. You went through the senior day activities, and here you are with the scholarship availability. Was an issue before, and now it's not an issue anymore. Just talk about like a little roller coaster of emotions that you went through about 6 months ago.
Yeah, well, I wasn't certain on what my future was holding for me next year, and I was graduating, so I just wanted to. I had been with those guys all 3 years, and so I just wanted to go through a senior day with them, just because if I didn't get to come back, it would have been a special day, and it ended up working out in the end. So I'm excited to be back and ready for the season.
As far as the season you had last year, I mean, definitely you can really split it two, and you didn't start probably as well as you wanted to, but second half you were definitely one of the stands on the team, shooting over 40% from the field, over 45% from three-point range. Was it just a matter of just that maybe that switch going on in the middle of the season? I mean, when you look back, I mean, what was that turning point that really elevated your game so much more?
Yeah, I think just earning a little more trust from the coaches. I think that's a big thing, and just gain a little more confidence each game. So I think definitely just earning more trust, and just I got more comfortable going in and just found my role, and it worked out.
I mean, from day one, your calling card has been just a really deft three-point shooter. Did you feel that you really had to go ahead and round out your game, and do you think maybe that aspect in specific, just becoming a better all-around player, really helped you gain more minutes, gain more confidence, and really elevate your play?
I think that definitely helps, just because you get scouted so easily, and if you get just one-dimensional, it's really easy for you to guard. So definitely just working on my game and trying to just expand it, I think that definitely helped. Yes, sir.
You always got the cliche in basketball that everything starts with defense, and if you play good defense, the offense comes easily. And I think for you, it really became very, very evident that you were one of the best defenders in the second half of the season, and that really fueled your game on offense. So I guess you're a believer in that theory too, that it really all starts with defense.
I think it does, and just defense allows you to play hard, and if offense will come. Defense gets you in the groove of things and gets you comfortable in the game, and it also just sparks your team too and gets your team going. So I definitely think the defense end is important.
With you being a senior and having 7 newcomers on the court right now, do you feel that you have to take more of a leadership role, really show those guys the ropes?
I do. I think just learning. It's hard coming in and not knowing all the schemes, the defense that we have so much on defense you have to know, and all the plays. So definitely just trying to help them out wherever I can, and just lead by example the best I can.
Now, some people like myself have never been to China, maybe never will be. You've been to China 2 summers in a row. Just talk about the experience. I mean, obviously, last year was with ASU. This year was with a Pac-12 squad from different programs around the conference. Let's talk about that experience. I mean, how different was it from last year, and what kind of benefits do you think you gained from that trip to China?
It's definitely different. At first, I didn't know how it was going to be, because we were all from different teams. Didn't know how we're going to get together, and like how everybody's going to get along. But it ended up being really good. Everybody was super cool, and we all got along really well. And it was a really fun trip. It was different from the team trip, because you got to meet new guys, and so I'll definitely have friendships going to play them and getting to know them and talking to them. So it was fun.
And as far as just X's and O's benefits from that trip, I mean, did you gain something that really improved your game as you go into the season right now?
I think it's just more confidence. Just got to go and just show I could play with the other best players on the team. So it was a fun trip, and I'm just glad I got picked to do it.
So talk about this year's team. Obviously, so different from last year. Like you said, 7 newcomers. You lose the top 3 scorers in Jahi Carson, Jordan Bashinsky, and Jermaine Marshall. A lot of people might be skeptical of how this team can go ahead and just duplicate what they did last year, let alone the goals to go ahead, as the motto says, return in advance to the NCAA tournament. I mean, how do you see this team right now? I know practice even haven't started yet, but what's your gut feeling about this team right now?
Yeah, I mean, we lost a lot, so it's hard to even think about how we're going to replace that. But I think this team is really bought into just playing hard and working hard, and they're listening to the coaches. And so I think that's the first step. And then if you just do those little things, it's like the possibilities are endless.
With so many new faces on the team, is there anybody you think that's going to be flying under the radar that when the ball tips off might really surprise folks?
Like I was telling the other guys, that everybody is really good. Like it was interesting to, like even play open gyms. Everybody can score the ball, so I think they're going to be surprised with everybody. I think that each person can bring a little thing to help the team. So I'm excited for them to get to showcase that here in a couple months.
Just to make sure, when last home game hits and there'll be senior day ceremonies, that will be your last time in senior day ceremonies, right?
I mean, if they give me a 6th year, I'll stay another year. But no, yeah, it'll definitely be my last year, and I'm excited and looking forward to the season.
But really, all jokes aside, I mean, being a local kid and really getting to be with the program, like I said, for the extra year, I mean, that's really just more than just a bonus for just, other guys, for example.
Oh, of course. And, I mean, it was my dream to play at ASU growing up. And so just to be able to come here back one more year for my final year, I was excited.
Bo, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And for Bo Barnes, this is Jose Rubino for Devil's Digest.